Hello, everyone. Greetings from Edinburgh. Welcome to How to Relocate to Edinburgh with Partner and Family. Relocating to the UK and starting a new life in Edinburgh with your family can be a daunting experience, and you will have to adapt to a new city and new culture and possibly a new language. But don't worry, there is support available for you and for your family at the university and around the city. My name is Inga Ackerman, and I'm a global community coordinator in Edinburgh Global. That's the international office of the University of Edinburgh. I know how important it is to settle in your new life in Edinburgh through my personal relocation experience. I know because this will build the foundation for your academic and professional success. And whether you are a postgraduate student yourself, or partner, or a child of a student, I hope that this presentation will help you adjust to your new life and you will feel supported during your time with us. So in this 15-minute presentation, which is quite short, I will start with some essential practical arrangements that you need to carefully consider prior to your arrival or right after you've got here. And these are immigration, finding accommodation, healthcare, and childcare. And then we will move on to where you could practice English and what to do if you find yourself struggling with finances. And then I will also give you an overview of what support is available at the university and beyond. And then we'll have 15 minutes for your questions. So first, you know, what is ultimately very important, especially for students who are on a tier 4 visa, is that, if you want to have a personal cheerleader at home, your partner, your family, you probably want to bring them to the UK with you. And having changes in UK immigration system are quite frequent. And at the moment, a limited group of international postgraduate students and government-sponsored students are able to bring their family members to the UK. These family members, so your partners, your spouses, and your children above 16, they will all be eligible to work in the UK with some minor restrictions, and they could also study in the UK. So no restrictions on this. And on the student's immigration website, you will find all the details about dependence visa. That's how it's called. So you'll be able to bring someone with you who's your family member, and this person will be considered a dependent in immigration terms. I know, sounds really, but that's how it's called. And on their website, on the student immigration website, you will also find information on EEA and Swiss family members, so European Union, European Economic Area, and Swiss family members, which is quite valuable for you as well. And there is also guidance on what to do if you want to bring a visitor for a short period of time, like you're moving without a family member right now, but then you want them to come over holidays, what you need to do. So all this information you'll find this uh, in the web pages of the Student Immigration Service. It's a fantastic team and they're there to help you. So if in doubt, please contact them. They're available for online appointments and email conversations, and as soon as safe again for personal face-to-face appointments. Finding a place to live for you and your family is also a top priority, and we encourage you to apply for a family or couples accommodation as soon as possible. Unfortunately, there is a limited number of student accommodations that are suitable for families, and if relocating to Edinburgh, you did not get a university accommodation place, you will then need to look for a private rental accommodation. And in that case, we would advise you probably travel on your own first and get your family to join you later when you've found a long-term accommodation. Otherwise, you'll probably have to look for a short-term accommodation, but for a family, might be a little bit expensive. But anyways, do whatever works best for you. Just know, it could be a challenge, but that's something that you will overcome. Of course, don't worry. We have some support services that are excellent, like the advice place, and the advice place can help you with your accommodation search and also explain deposit schemes, and which is quite important. They can also read your accommodation contract, your lease with you, and explain anything that sounds concerning. So this is a fantastic service to reach to if you're looking for accommodation on the private market. What Advice Place will also be able to tell you, they will be able to help you identify accommodation scams. So if you're not sure, that's the place to go. Well, another top priority, and maybe especially now, but of course always, is to register with a doctor soon after you arrive to the UK. The healthcare in the UK is called National Health Service, or NHS. You will hear this all the time, NHS, that's how people refer to it. It's a free healthcare for all residents, which means that you, if you were a postgraduate student, and all your family members will be insured in this service automatically and free. Um, so what you need to do, all of you, you will need to register with a general practitioner, which is called GP. So that's how people will refer to to a doctor, GP. So you will need to register with a general practitioner, so a practice that is close to your term address. So first you have to know where you live, and then you can register with the doctor, with the practice. And some GP practices usually fill up quite quickly with new students. So I would recommend looking up at least three different options, and please don't wait too long. As soon as you know your address, uh, go to the website of NHS Inform or Google Maps. I've put some links in the presentation, and try to find a GP practice that's close to your home, to your new home, and that's still taking registration. So what you need to do, you need to go onto a general practice website, right? At the moment, everyone is taking precautions as social distancing, so they might not want you to come physically to the practice, but look on the website first. You will be able to find what you need to do to register. They will also tell you what kind of documents you need to bring. Usually that's the proof of your address, like lease, um, some identity confirmation, your passport, your biometric residence permit, and maybe something to prove that you were a student. But of course, for family members, your visa will say who you are and what you're here to do, so that's fine. Um, Please read the website carefully and give them a call. And when you phone them, they will be able to tell you if they're available for new registrations and how to send them your documentation, whether per email or in person. So that will really help you. Of course, if you need immediate medical attention, you can always use accident and emergency service, right? You don't have to be registered with a GP. And if you need to go to a dentist, just remember you need to register with a dentist separately. At this moment, dental surgeries are only able to provide a limited range of dental service, so please don't be discouraged if you need to wait before you can register with the service, with the practice. Um, but if you have a dental emergency, don't worry. If it's an emergency, then you can always phone the nearest dental practice, and they will be able to help you. And also, every member of your family has to register with a dental service separately. But of course, you can refer to yourself as a family unit, and it will ease the registration if you're registering as a family. There's also an emergency dental care out of hours. So if something happens on the weekend, and you can find this information on any website. If you just Google emergency dental help, there are some hospitals that are helping, or you can look up NHS Inform website as well. You'll find all the information there. If you need to see the optician, eye tests in Scotland are free of charge. and you will only need to pay for the cost of prescription of glasses or lenses, and you can use any optician in town. It's crucially important to try to stay active now. And in Scotland, the majority of sports centres are starting to reopen this week, and some of them are reopening next week. However, some of them might not look for new members due to social distancing and demand for space. The university has its own university sports and exercise, and at the moment, the center is currently prioritizing new students and existing members. And if you are a family member, you probably want to check with them. However, don't worry, there are plenty of other options. I've listed some on the slide. You can join any boot camp in any major park in Edinburgh. You can look for uh, British military fitness, BMF, or you can just simply Google bootcamp and then look for the park nearest to you. It could be Meadows or Holyrood, Inverleith, or um, Leith Links. Right, there are boot camps everywhere. It's usually £5 per session. Or running and hiking. Edinburgh is fantastic for this, and I've put a website which is excellent and detailed, providing you with the routes of where to hike, how to hike. So stay active. If you will need childcare for your children, you should start finding about available options before arriving in the UK, as it's very popular. The Edinburgh City Council has a lot of useful information on their website, and I've listed it on the slide. And you can also find more information on the Scottish Family Information Centre website. Education in Britain is compulsory for children between 5 and 16 years of age. So if you're bringing a child with you that's between those age brackets, then the child would well must go to school. And children in Scotland usually start primary school between 4.5 and 5.5 years old. A school year starts around mid-August, and you might know the school year has started already, and the school year will finish at the end of June. There are two main types of schools in the UK. It's state and independent school, and state schools make up the majority of schools in the UK, and they are funded by the government, which means that there is no fee. So school education in state schools is free. Um, and if you choose an independent school, then that's where you would need to pay tuition for your child to study there. Placements in primary and secondary schools depend on your home address again. So again, you need to have an address in order to get to the registered with a doctor, and in order to register your child within a school. Every postcode where you live has a catchment care area. The children will be given a priority place in school of this catchment area. So to find out what catchment schools you can, what catchment your school will be, you need to check on the website. I put it on the slide with the city council, and then you'll see the option of probably 2 or 3 schools that fall into your catchment area. As soon as you find this catchment area and identify the school, please contact the school directly, send them an email or give them a ring, and then they will tell you if they have any spaces available and what you need to do to register your child. If you have school age a child in a school age, you might also want to consider registering them with out of school club. These clubs give children a fantastic chance to play with their peers and take part in a range of activities. And you can contact your local school or a community center for more information. If you have a small child, you might be interested to join a parent and toddler group. Prices are generally quite low, and you can find more information on the website as well. NetMoms is a useful website for moms and dads, and has a lot of information on what you can do with your child here. When moving to a new area, my personal tip would be to check out the local library. At the moment, libraries are closed, but you can look on the website of what's the closest library to you. There might be an online service that you can use, and as soon as it's safe again, libraries is a great place to bring your child to get books free of charge, and also bring your child to a book bug. It's a fantastic social initiative. It's a free service where someone will be reading stories to a child. You can also meet a lot of parents and children on playgrounds and parks, but you all know this, right? But of course, if you want to check out some gardens like a Royal Botanic Garden, then look online first. There is registration for a free ticket. You need to book your spot. The same goes about the museums and anything like this. Check online first. Due to COVID, you need to book a time slot for it, but it's free. Most importantly, please join an online community for student parents. The information is in the slide. It's a great community for support and advice, and it's run by the Student Association at the University of Edinburgh. They are hosting a welcome and mix event for new and returning students on Monday, September 21st. Don't miss that. You'll find information on the website and also on the events app. If English is not your first language, and you want to improve it, or your partner wants to improve it, there are a lot of possibilities to do so. I've just listed two possibilities that are free of charge, and they will not only help you with English, but also help you with finding friends and speaking to people, getting your crowd. The first one is welcoming association. Welcoming is brings together people who are new to Edinburgh, new to Scotland. They have a lot of different activities. You will see there, right? Arabic online discussion and lunch club and women's friendship club, and of course English lessons. And check out their website for details and their Facebook group as well. Friends International is another good charity. It's a Christian charity, but you don't have to. You can be of any faith or no faith to join their events. They run free English classes and conversation groups, and I've put on the slide. They will also kick off with their women's club, Cameo, right? And you'll see the information right there on the slide. Check out their Facebook page. This is a very friendly group for postgraduate international female students and partners. Um, if you if you have some budget available, of course, you can check out some paid options to improve your English. Edinburgh College runs a variety of courses, as well as Edinburgh Council puts a lot of language courses, sports and computing courses. It's a community education, so just look on the website joininedinburgh.org. The Center for Open Learning, our own university center, offers a lot of short courses, different languages and arts and creative writing. So check this out as well. But of course, you're in an English speaking country, so you can improve your language skills easily just by speaking with people, going to meetups, check out Internations, that's a network for expats, or just, check out museums. They have tours as well. Well, another important task is to open up a UK bank account, and you will find a lot of information about it on the new student website. And just remember, if you are ever in financial trouble, please get in touch with the advice place as soon as possible. And you can also contact the local Citizens Advice Bureau. Both those services will be the best places to seek some help. And if you decide you want to get a job, your partner wants to get a job, then that's wonderful. That's possible. Um, Partners of students on a Tier 4 visa can work full time, and just check with the Student Immigration Service if you are in doubt. And first, you need to get the national insurance number. You can start work without this number, but you will have to have documentation to show that you can legally work in the UK. But then you must apply for the number immediately. Check on the website for more details, as there are some changes in the application process due to COVID. But in the meantime, you can work on your CV, and there are plenty of services online that will be happy to help you with your CV and preparation for interviews free of charge. And what's Also, quite important is that a lot of people here are willing to help you adjust in your life and overcome culture shock. Because culture shock is quite common. It's a feeling of loneliness and isolation and insecurity, usually when you move from familiar culture to unfamiliar. And that's important to remember that not just an international student themselves experience culture shock, it's everyone, your partner and your children, right? Because quite often a student is quite busy with lectures and reading lists, but the partner finds themselves spending a lot of time alone, and it's important to get this support network, the new network to Minsk. So where can you find help? The Students Association, Advice Place, right? Advice Place can provide information on issues like financing accommodation, childcare costs, check with them about it, and academic adjustments. Or you can join a community of parents at the university on the university Facebook group and get connected with other peers um, who also take care of children. Another thing is if you're looking for toys and books for children and some equipment, um, we've got loans, free loans available in the Women's Club. The club is currently closed, but if you think, oh God, I need toys for my children, please contact me. There will be an email later on, so contact me and let me know what you need. The university chaplaincy provides pastoral and spiritual support as well for staff members and students of all faiths and none. That's a great resource. And during Christmas time, they organize Christmas lunch, Christmas party for children and parents. Of course, Citizens Advice Bureau provides independent advice on energy bills, money, NHS, scams, and they will also provide support to you with the EU settlement scheme. They will sit down with you and then they will help you complete the application. And they also do much, much more. Um, there is also a guide to life in Edinburgh for families and partners of international students. Check it out, it's online. And last but not least, if you are a partner of a student or you are a student and have a partner, let them know. And you would like to meet with other partners, please email me at globalcommunity@ed.ac.uk and I will try to arrange a virtual or a socially distanced get together. So just email me and we'll see how much interest there is and maybe we can do something. Thank you very much for your time.